All right, so we'll do a quick review. Like I said, look for the synergy, look for the levels. Let's see where we are. The first thing that we noticed this morning was that our IWM was basically leading the pack, like it wanted to break out over the neutral, which it did. And if you remember on IWM, we kept the blueprint for this is the third week we are using the exact same blueprint. You can see that we came into our lower target here at 187.81. And the reason why I kept it is because our levels held very nicely, but also we had not really broken out of the neutral strategy as of right now. We're just pretty much getting started. So we pushed back over, and I noticed this morning we are staying above the 4-hour cloud, which is very important. That's our support levels. We came up and we were testing what we call the daily edges. We look for that to be resistance. It pulled back a little bit and then decided to push back up. And as you could see, the rest of the market is trying also to see if they can follow suit and close those gaps. And that's what we're looking for. But at 85% probability, if the ES futures had moved over that target we talked about on pre-market huddle. And so when we talk about synergy, what I'm looking for, I'm going to freeze the screen here for a second. The idea here is that IWM will come up very closely and tag this 203.95. This trendy edge right here, which is 338.95, I'd expect DIA to try to get in there. And then right up here at our top neutral for the QQQ, around 348.04, maybe just under that, I would expect some resistance. And then right here we have the daily edge, which is around 436.71 and some change, and the gap fill that's right above it. Basically, all of these would synergistically come together, hit each one of these resistance levels. And from there, I believe the market could either bulls are going to get some exuberance and say, hey, guess what? We're going to push these babies to target ones over on the DIA, the Qs, and the SPY, or they're all going to pull back at the same time. It doesn't have to be this extreme pullback that everybody fears. What it could be is just about 23 to 38% of the move up this morning. So that's what we'll be looking for here in the room. All right. Now let's go ahead and minimize this and take a look over here at the ES futures. So I'm going to put this in and just kind of show you what we're looking at this morning. Okay, just in case you guys missed it. So currently we're down about 21 points. I want to bring this over to about a 4-hour candle. And we're going to open up this just a tad. We already have some fibs on here. Um, and this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so we pull back into the inside and up. We went over this last night. I took the trade out of here. We had a buy signal that was there previously, and basically we just ran out of buyers. The news came out, and that caused price to fall into an area of demand where orders were sitting, orders were filled. Price then this morning already was showing us that it was creating another inside and up from this demand area. It picked up, and our key level for this morning, if you guys all recall, was that if we can get over that 43, I think I told you guys 43.32, if we could break over that, I was looking for that 85% probability that we fill the gap at or around that 88.7 of 43.69. And so far, all of that is basically almost there, coming true. I mean, at this point, if you're taking those probabilities, we said stay long above the cloud, then we're staying long. But you want to be careful. What you could be doing here is just, bringing your stops up to underneath the fib levels, whether you're in the SPY, whether you're in long on a different name, it doesn't matter. This is my blueprint for the entire market. So if we see this reject and that BMA that I just showed you over here, if this rejects, then you would expect whatever you're in on the long side would probably pull back as well. The VIX is fading, kind of like what we talked about perfectly. Good job there, Mike, on your call out as well on that. And, I expect this thing to possibly fade in and fill the gap down here, just like the market's filling the gap to the upside. So once again, news, fear, all of that stuff was there just to push price into a level of demand and or resistance. So just remember that it's just a catalyst that moves price into one of our levels. And the biggest thing is to be patient, wait for those levels, execute with no fear. And, that would be a big reason why we're using this over here to listen to some of that to get fear out of our trading and our lives and to be more confident using the right levels here. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. What are you saying there? Oh, okay. All right. So anyways, that is an update, and we'll come back and update around Netflix and Costco and take a look and see what those guys are doing as well. Session. So far, AMC, great trade. What I did was roll into some lower probability trades for their earnings coming up soon. And then I took a little bit of Netflix and just kind of sitting on that with spreads. And other than that, things are going really well. We've already trimmed Snap and RBLX, both winners as well. So good thing, good trading, keep it smooth. Just stay at peace. Don't have any fear. If you have any questions, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you out there.